Check. It's your boy DJ Hen, and you now tuned into that Chit Chat Live, where all we do is small talk. I got my girl Chelse and Leah B, and they're about to get into that real grown folks talk. So kids, do me a favor. Do your homework, brush your teeth, and go to bed. We ain't finna play with you right now.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Welcome back.
Oh, Lord.
You know I like that.
Hey, start.
You know I like that.
That's how we starting this week? That's how we starting?
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey y'all, welcome to the Chit Chat where all we do is small talk. I'm your girl Chelse.
And I'm Leah B.
And this week's episode of the Chit Chat Live is sponsored by yours truly.
Okay. Thank you.
Beauty
That's what we
Lounge,
want to hear.
A cozy boutique spa providing health-conscious skin, nail, and lash care experiences with a focus on customer care and relaxation. Listen, y'all. I can't
Say
tell
it.
y'all
Just
more.
say it.
Y'all
Say
need
it.
to head over to the One Beauty Lounge and purchase a scrub or both of our scrubs, my scrubs, and the shea butter cream. Because listen, it's cold outside.
Y'all ashy.
It's cuffing season.
Skin flaky.
Baby, don't nobody want to spoon and cuddle up to no rough old alligator skin.
Don't.
So go ahead and smooth it out and lotion it up with our vegan cruelty-free products.
Fellas.
Okay.
And fellas. Please, fellas. You can use scrub. It's you can exfoliate.
Sure can.
It's good for you.
Get in between the ass cheeks.
Wow.
Exfoliate the ass cheeks.
We going there tonight.
Exfoliate the penis. If
Do
you want it
exfoliate
sucked,
the penis?
you can.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's usually so nice and smooth.
But you know what? It can be smoother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So exfoliate it, and it's gentle
I don't
enough.
know, Chelsea. I think that would, I don't know.
Let
that
me
might
tell
be
you.
a problem.
The scrubs are gentle enough
for
to
the penis.
exfoliate the penis, right?
Girl.
And then the mocha scrub has a scent. It's coffee grinds and sugar. Let me tell you.
So it makes you might want to.
Definitely. She's
down
gonna
there.
wanna I ain't even gonna tell you. So just head over to the onebeautylounge.com and use the promo code ChitChat so that you can receive 10% off. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it.
All right.
That's all.
And as always, if you want your business and services or products featured on our show, send us an email to thechitchatlive@yahoo.com. Also, make sure you click that little notification bell so you can see when our episodes are coming. Like, comment, and did I say
Subscribe?
comment? Like, make sure you leave your comments and subscribe.
You know what? This is our 1-year anniversary.
Yay! I thought we would have had some champagne.
I
But
know,
next episode, we're gonna make it up.
We done drank all our alcohol. We
know.
just petty. But
I
I
know.
cannot 1 year, like I'm proud of us.
I'm proud of us.
I am
Consistent too.
very proud of us.
Yeah, consistent. Thank you, Luke, for being there with us for a year.
And you know what? We started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we definitely started.
Listen, y'all see this nice ass studio? It ain't free.
Okay.
So make sure you send us a Cash App, a offering. We like the homeless people on the side of the road.
just
Can
like you pay your
please?
tithes. Just remember the
Yeah.
Chit Chat Live. It rhymes, you know?
I pay your tithes. Remember the Chit Chat Live. So go to the Cash App and search $ the Chit Chat Live and send us a love offering, a peace
Love.
offering, a tithe, whatever you got. Send us something.
Love.
All right. So what we talking about tonight?
We just gonna skip on to the topics, or we talking about what we talking
You
about?
specifically said,
said-
bitch, don't be talking too much. And then you gonna talk about we just skipping to the
All
topic.
right, so we gonna skip the person. We just gonna get right to it. We talking dating, relationship, and divorce. Why
Okay.
is dating so hard? We have a clip on a young lady that basically is over it. She says she's tired of kissing frogs.
I don't know why I don't want to date anymore. I just don't feel like it.
Okay, no, but can we talk about this one? Because I know why I don't. Growing up, I always heard the phrase, you have to kiss a few frogs to finally find your prince slash princess slash they says. So I always viewed dating as like this romantic journey along finding the one for you. That is until I entered these dating streets and realized, baby, Ain't no frogs out here. Y'all talking about frogs, but these is toads out here. Not just any kind of toads. These are toads with internalized phobias, isms, and a whole bunch of foolishness. These toads out here are lying, manipulating, gaslighting, and ghosting. And y'all are saying after kiss and go through all of them to hopefully meet one good person? And I'm not saying that that one good person isn't worth the search. But what I am saying is, does the search have to be so gruesome? Sometimes dating feels like a whole lot of losses and very little wins. And if dating had a higher success rate, even if it doesn't work out with that person, I'd be more open to doing it.
I don't know why I don't want to date anymore.
Wow. She's in her feelings, honey. Wow.
What you got to say?
I don't know. It's tough because I feel her. Like dating, especially right now, I feel like it's my location for me, but I don't know. Dating is terrible right now. Terrible. A man will stare you down and just walk and just won't say nothing. Like you will have to, because I'm an eye contact person.
Mm-hmm.
We will have ultimate eye contact throughout the day, whatever event, and he won't say nothing, and I'm not gonna say nothing. So it's like I'm forced to
But
say
what
something.
if he is giving you eye contact knowing that he not single? You ever seen just a fine ass man and you just like looking at him?
Yes, it happens a lot.
Exactly. And but you may not be in a situation to
do anything
about it. So I feel like he's sparing you if he don't say anything.
Because that's how you end up being a side chick, right?
Right.
I don't know. Dating is not easy. Maybe I'm lazy when it comes to dating.
Definitely.
You think so?
Very.
Because I don't feel like I should have to be jumping through hoops.
You're jaded by the time you've put in.
Huh?
You're jaded.
Well, I mean, I've only been single for what? Almost 2 years now.
Yeah, but the thing is the time before then.
A lot of time into dating in general.
The problem is I've never really been single.
Really?
Not really.
How long you been single right now?
2 years. December will make 2 years.
That's not that long.
What are we saying?
Hmm?
So you've never been single, but you've been single for 2 years?
I'm not saying recently, but I've always been in a relationship. I might take a year off and, you know what I'm saying, and meet somebody else, but I've never been.
I think 2 years at this point is pretty solid, right? Like
it's a long, solid 2 years. Usually I'll have somebody in the cut that I could be smashing. I ain't even got that going on right now.
So what you're saying is you're not used to being as single as you are right now?
Yes.
There's a few things I found wrong with this clip, actually.
Tell me.
And one of them,
no, I'm just playing.
Definitely the bonnet, girl. Definitely the bonnet. And we kind of touched on this in a previous episode, but it's like, if you keep telling me that you're meeting these guys who are told, quote unquote, and have all of these issues, I am then questioning your judge of character.
I'm not gonna say all that because you're not in these streets.
Bitch,
you was before, but I mean, still, like, it ain't always about a bad judge of character. It's just that dating is shit right now because exactly why the whole thing why they're saying more men are single right now, because men don't put in, like how you say I'm lazy, they're the same way.
Well, they don't really need to work because there's a shit ton of women out here.
See, that's the problem. They feel like they don't need to work.
And they don't. It's not that they feel. That's a fact. They don't really need to work as hard.
And that's where it's fucked up at, because they should.
To work. Let's put it
a result of feminism?
To our industry. Mm-hmm. He said, is it a result of feminism? But let's think about our industry, right? I will say, listen, when you talented at doing anything in the beauty industry, you can literally, if you're working for a company or you're working for a business, you can literally tell them, fuck you, and go get a job in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you don't really need to do certain things, or you're going to have a certain swag or demeanor or mindset about what it is that you do, because you know you can do the next thing. Well, so I think as women, if we want to find the cream of the crop, one, we have to put ourselves in position to meet those men that it is that we say that we're looking for.
So you feel like because there's so many more of us, we have to chase them?
I don't think chase, but I think It's definitely trash out here.
If they're not putting in any effort, that means I'm chasing. I have to chase.
No, but
and that's not how it's supposed to be.
If you're saying putting in effort by, okay, I went on Tinder or I went to the local bar, but you don't want a man that's really in your area. You're looking for a certain type of a higher caliber guy. You want a guy who is in shape, or you want a guy who is certain type of things. You have to put yourself in those situations. And I think women get lazy of thinking, okay, I'm gonna meet the man of my dreams while I'm doing laundry at the laundromat.
I've been in the game way too long to know it doesn't happen like that. But I do know that you can meet the guy of your dreams at the laundromat. Like, it's not impossible.
But you want him to have a washer and dryer at his
okay,
house.
what if you taking I don't wash my comforters in the house washer and dryer unless I have one of those big sturdy ones. I take it to the laundromat.
My ideal man, he wouldn't do that. He might
take it
just
to the
drop
cleaners.
But
that's you.
We're
two different people. So what's good for you is not necessarily what
in your mind, if you're like, this is the type of man that I want. I mean, if your ideal man is going to the laundromat,
grocery store.
I think grocery store is a great place.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It can happen.
I know,
but just because you meet him at the grocery store and not the laundromat, don't mean the one at the grocery store is any better than the one at the laundromat.
No, it's definitely.
You rather cry in a Mercedes than cry in a Volvo. I got you.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'd rather not cry at all.
Yeah, I didn't really agree with her video, but we're gonna move on.
Let's move on. So okay. I know you always getting on me saying I'm lazy about dating. So I went and put a list together of some dating tips.
Oh, okay.
Let me know, are these things that you feel that I should be doing?
Okay. Oh, this will be good.
Since I'm always putting my single ass on the chopping block, why not? Let's do it again.
Oh, Lordy.
What do you think? Okay, we all know be on time, 100%.
Oh, I think you would be on time.
Yeah, I don't play when it comes to that. Having reasonable expectations.
Yeah, I think you do.
I think I do too.
I think you do.
See? Okay. Don't worry about who's paying.
I don't think you would worry about that.
Not on the first date, but after, yeah.
You would worry? Like, it would literally be a worry?
Not worry, but like I would like for you to pay for the first date. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But no, I wouldn't worry about it. Staying off your phone while you're on a date.
Okay, I don't know if you would do this. Because sometimes when you out, you be on your phone.
Girl, if I got a fine man sitting in front of me, my phone is in my bag.
But
what if he's like a CEO? He's got to be on his phone occasionally.
I feel like if it's a first date,
no.
I feel like you should have that schedule blocked.
Billionaire CEO.
I don't give a shit.
Nah.
Because people one thing men make time for is what they want. I feel like first date you should have your secretary answer your calls.
I definitely dated this guy when I was I know Luke thinks that I'm 17.
No, you're 21. And also, 21. The mind state of a billionaire is something none of us can
No. I definitely don't know a billionaire. And baby, pretty much, if a billionaire call me, baby, do what you want.
That's all I wanted to have you admit. Carry on.
Anywho.
I'm sorry, I'm chewing my ice on the mic. So rude.
I dated this one guy. He was like a business guy. He was just always acting like he was so freaking busy, bro.
That's why that's your reaction to that.
And so I'm just like, now that I have been in businesses and stuff, like I'm like, if you really want to spend an hour with me, huh?
Now that you've been busy.
Yeah, that I've been busy, and I understand like people contacting you, like, but I still understand if you want to give me an hour of your time, you can. Period.
No, I 100%. Listen, that has been passed down to me from like I told you, I grew up around a lot of married couples. From when I was a child, they're still married to this day. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing they always say when I was going through it with my ex-husband and I would talk to my older family members, they would tell me like, a man is going to make time for anything he wants to make time for. Don't be on your phone while we're on a date. You have a secretary, you have an assistant. That's what you pay them for.
You got voicemail.
Your secretary and assistant aren't the one getting $40 million a year for the decisions that only you can make.
Okay, well, make sure that those decisions don't need to be made while we on this date. Handle that before or after.
Because that then means you don't have good time management.
Well, that's fine. I'll take a millionaire.
Yeah, I mean, that means
you can handle a millionaire.
Yeah, I can handle a millionaire.
That just means you don't have good time management. You know, that just means
and like I've seen like shit. Jay-Z make time for Beyonce, honey. You understand what I'm saying? So
I think she might have had some problems about the time he made.
Well, you know, but I'm just saying. I feel like you can make time for what you want to make time for. You know?
Yeah. One thing. Darn. What was I gonna say?
Something brilliant.
It done kicked in, Lou. It done kicked in. Well.
Don't remember.
Okay, so why are you trying to figure out? Okay, what do you feel about talking about your exes?
She does it regularly.
To my current.
Why are you on a date?
Oh, well, I think that's a common question is, why did you end your last relationship? And that's kind of like how we came up with our game that we do at Perry Wing.
Yeah.
Do y'all consider that a good or bad question? I'm
assuming that when they say don't talk about your ex, I'm assuming that they're saying like the constant on and on and on. But I mean, it's
you like a one and done?
I don't talk about my past with my past relationships. If you want to know and
gather data,
huh?
I assume you have some questions yourself.
No, I don't give a fuck about your ex, bitches. I ask the basics. I ask, I don't even really want to know why y'all broke up. Like, I'm more concerned about what's going on. I think there's a
scientific argument to be made here. Like, what has worked and not worked for you before matters.
That works for me. Because I feel like when guys tell you a lot.
No, but I mean, the answer to that question for them, like what has worked for their relationships and what has made them fail.
No, because
if you could learn about that, you could prevent even having this relationship. I don't agree.
I feel like people treat you according to you. Like, a guy could be a hoe, you understand what I'm saying, and smash all kinds of girls. But then he'll find that one that he's ready to sit down for. He's going to treat you according to how he wants to treat you. I don't think it has anything to do, I mean, maybe past behavior, but you'll see his behavior in time. You know what I'm saying? People can't hide who they are, you know? So,
but I think when it comes to certain characteristics, I don't think that they can change for anybody. Like, I think
as far as how they treat you, yes. A guy could treat you and another chick totally different. I've seen it. Oh God, I've seen it so many times. What are you talking about?
So you really think if a guy might be dating you 1 year and he's a hoe
100%,
then the next year he's super faithful?
100%. I've seen
wanted
it
to call
happen.
that crazy, but I'm inclined to lean towards experience at this point.
100%. I've seen it happen so many times. How you think these guys? Like, I've seen guys be with a girl for 5, 6, 7 years and be with a girl for 1 year and turn around and marry her and give her everything that this girl has fought for 5 and 6 years. I've seen it. I've lived it.
Now that I have definitely heard of before. Okay, so what, and I hate to bring this up, but somebody who's like mental or physical violence, like domestic violence.
Well, that was in my marriage.
So, but you think that they can be abusive to one person and not?
No, that's a side. I feel like once abusive, always abusive. Because in my situation, it was happening to me, and I've heard about his next relationships that ended up being the same shit. So I think physical violence, yes. Narcissism, yes. But I'm talking about faithfulness. I've seen it happen. I've seen these men be with my friends. I've watched my friend be with her baby father for almost 7 years. And when she gave up, I think it may have hit his pride or something. But when she was just like, I don't want you no more. Oh my God, he turned into the best guy on earth, married this girl. They living happily now. I don't know what he's doing on the low.
So he might still be a cheater.
Well, I mean, we know the girl and we know mutual people that know her and we haven't heard anything crazy.
Right.
So he don't even go to the club no more. He don't do nothing.
That's frustrating because that's when it's like, do I hold on to a relationship hoping to see change? No. Or like, when do you?
No, because
that should encourage you that it's more about compatibility.
Listen, a man will never change for you. He's going to change when he's ready to change.
Right. So it's like,
Or
the
if
women,
she's right for him to change. So
If he
maybe it's more
chooses.
compatibility than timing.
I'm learning it's about choice. It
Yeah.
might be compatibility,
I
but
think
I'm
too-
learning it's about
But
choice.
you would choose what feels more right for you.
I don't know. I can't really tell a man's thoughts.
a
you
lot
know?
of men tell me it's timing.
Could be that too.
A lot
Timing,
of men,
yes.
older men tell me that it's timing. Like they didn't work
It
out
could
or
be
couldn't
that
do
too.
certain things.
I wasn't ready for this at this time.
Right.
Yeah, it could definitely be that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out one day. But I'm realizing I haven't been single that long. You know?
No, you haven't been.
Yeah. So
But all of
whatever.
this conversation started from about should you be on your phone? So
Okay.
we like drifted away.
I know. So we were go ahead.
I don't even know where we're at on the rundown.
It's kicked in. Why are so many people in open relationships?
It's
So-
easier.
Well,
I don't know if it's easier. I can't
No,
say
it's
that.
definitely not
I
easier.
can't. Yeah,
Okay.
I definitely can't say it's easier.
so I'm gonna give you a pro and then I'll give you a con and then maybe
Oh,
let's
was
see.
this on a site?
Yes.
Where you made them up?
No, it's on the site.
Wait.
You have a
Okay.
link.
For thy record, have y'all done it?
No.
But we
I
definitely talked
haven't
to
even
some
been
people.
in that many real serious relationships.
We
maybe.
talked to some people
Okay.
recently that are actively in it.
It's not easier.
Really? You've
Really.
done it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Who was y'all both was sleeping with other people?
5-year relationship.
But you're only 20.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm 30 in March.
All right. So since you've been in it, maybe you can help us with this too. So a con of an open relationship: risk of jealousy and issues with self-esteem.
I agree.
Well, that's the obvious one.
Yeah,
right?
that's definitely obvious.
like that's the if you can't even potentially address
I
that,
think
don't even go there.
Certain women, I've talked to women who I feel like they are in open
But
relationships,
won't say it.
but won't say
Yeah.
it, but are super jealous and like, always watching what their mate does and super critical. I'm like, just tell
But
him
I
you
feel
don't
like
want to
those
do that.
women deal with it better than a
Well-
man who can't handle it.
I think a lot of times when that happens, it's not something they want to do. They're just trying to please him.
Right. And I'm like, just stop fucking
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So a pro is heightened communication about wants and needs.
Well, see, the reason they do that is because if they can't please him, then they can't be with him, which is fair on all sides. But if they can't accept that, that's why they go there.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
if you're doing it to please somebody, you're insecure as hell because
Mhm.
Like I'm just
If-
saying, like you can't put that on the man. Like that's
No. It's totally on the
totally
woman. It's
I'm
totally
not
the
doing
woman.
anything that's making me miserable on the inside to keep you.
But you have to have the self-esteem to kind of say no.
Like,
Yeah.
bye. If you want to do that, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so another con is risk of emotional pain as your partner experiences pleasure and happiness with someone else.
Risk of emotional. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that kind of goes back to the
Those are the ones that don't really want to be doing
Yeah.
it, but they're just doing it.
right.
Okay, a pro is pursuing new experiences and interests.
Okay.
Another con is STDs.
Yes. Now that would be number one for me.
Number one.
So I don't want nobody throwing off my pH.
that's honestly number one for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when the juices start
That's probably pretty
swapping,
mentally healthy.
Really?
Like that's
the juices start
if
swapping.
that's your biggest concern. Then
Yeah, that's my
the
biggest concern.
pH gets thrown off. You don't know if they're using protection. It's just too much.
And I don't know like who else she or he would be sleeping with. Like
Yeah, and I mean, we've all had those drunken nights where you with somebody
and don't remember
and
what
don't
the hell
remember
y'all did.
nothing, so you don't know if y'all use protection or not. We've all been there. You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't
don't
been
know.
there.
Oh, I've been there. Yeah. Oh, she ain't been there.
Not
Okay.
me.
A pro is freedom to express different sides of yourself. I guess that's pretty much common knowledge. And then no pressure for one person to fulfill all their partner's sexual and emotional needs and interests.
And that's very true. You know, the
Sometimes-
more we talk about it, okay, my number two
Oh, Lord,
issue.
here we go.
What's your reason
No,
that you don't
go.
like it?
I don't share. I'm not good at sharing.
Really? But
No.
you're talking about sharing, but you're
But
not
you know
thinking
me.
about what you would get.
What would I get? My man is
We
fucking
just
smart.
went through the pros.
But I did. I'm good. I have all that before you fuck somebody else. Like
What you mean?
Like,
she means she's satisfied with monogamy if she's satisfied with that person.
So one man is gonna give you. You know what my mom used to tell me? God rest the dead.
God bless him.
You only gonna get 80% of what you need. She used to tell me, like, you gonna need a man who's handy. You gonna have to have another one who got the money. You gonna have to have another one who have good sex. You gonna have to have another one who do
That's
these.
not true.
That's what
This
she
is
used to tell
starting
me.
to explain a lot.
That's just like a lot. It's sad that a lot of women feel that way because it doesn't have to be like that. If some of my relationships could have worked, see, a lot of my relationship failed because honestly, I was spoiled as a child. Like you know what I'm saying? Not spoiled, but so I had a fucked up mentality.
Do you see yourself in young Chelsea?
No.
No?
Hell no.
No spoiledness
Chelsea. No, because Chelsea's not spoiled. Chelsea bust her ass to have the.
Nah, no one's arguing that point.
Yeah, she bust her ass to feel the way she feels.
The mind state that she was just presenting that was presented to her.
Yeah, no, I just feel like I was just spoiled and sheltered, and I expected everybody to treat me like my daddy did. You know what I'm saying? And that was a lot of the problems why. Like I told you, there's always that one that got away. That's why that relationship failed. I will always take ownership for that because I was not mentally mature enough.
I don't feel that way about any man.
Really?
I don't feel like there's any man.
Because you don't like sex.
Exactly.
No, I have that. I thought everybody had that one. Well, maybe you don't feel that way now because you're in a relationship. And you just don't want to say it.
No. Absolutely not. I feel like I'm the one for a lot of the men that I've dated. Like, I'm the one that got away.
I get those messages a lot.
That you're the one that got away?
Yeah, I get those messages a lot. Yeah, that's fine. I don't give a shit. That's why they're my ex, because I don't want to go back. So I'm not worried about that.
Oh, you know what?
I have one that's currently pursuing me now for
What
years.
if we interviewed some of my exes on here?
Oh,
That would be so. We should do that and put it on Patreon. Would you do that for you? Would you interview some of your exes?
Yeah, I would do it.
Would you? I think we should do that.
I have no problem with my exes. I don't know if I want them all here at one time.
No, I said
together.
one.
Oh.
Are you nuts? Because then they can put.
Yeah, because a couple of my exes overlap, so we can't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They'll be putting dates together, and then you'll be like, "You dated her when?" Oh,
nah,
no.
It ain't about. No. It's not about like beef like that. It's just you don't want all your. They don't need to know all that. But some of my, you know how you gotta with women, we gotta make sure that next boat is sturdy before we get out this boat.
Nah, I think that's lit. Like, we definitely, you know what? Maybe we can interview a ex and an ex, like your ex and my ex, and then we can do
Let's
it.
do it.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Let's do it. Wow.
Only if
That's
you on
only
Patreon.
gonna be on Patreon.
Patreon gonna
only.
be like
You won't have to pay to see that.
$59.99 a month.
They're not gonna hell, they could watch VH1 for that. They're not gonna. All right, let's move on. What does he say? What does he mean when he says "be my peace"? There is a clip for that. Yeah.
I'm getting sick of men saying that. I want a woman to be my peace. No, the f- you don't. You want a woman that won't question you when you bring in chaos in her life, talking about be my peace. How you want her to be your peace when all you doing is bringing nightmares in her life? And every time she speaks up, you say she's disturbing your peace. Of course she is. You cheating. You ain't available. You don't validate her. When you say you want a woman to be your peace, you mean you want a woman that don't speak up for herself, that don't call you out on your bullshit. If you not doing bullshit, it's peaceful. You don't even have to say be my peace when you are bringing peace. What peaceful ass nigga has ever had to say be my peace? The chaotic men, the disrespectful men, cheating men, the men that got fucking problems, the men that want to have their cake and eat it too, those are the men that scream, I want a woman to be my peace. I'm getting sick of it.
I want to date him.
Do
Who is he?
you?
You know him?
Well, he don't have a bald head.
I mean, he got a haircut. It don't have to be a bald head.
Okay.
Low cut.
He got a low
I just
cut.
don't do hair.
A
like
low boy.
Yeah. I do low cuts. I don't know. What you feel about being his piece?
I feel like some of the stuff that he's saying is true, but he's
What?
also like on the extreme part of it,
I don't,
for sure.
I think
I want to know
everything
what he's saying is true.
facts.
I think him saying that sometimes men are bringing drama into a woman's life and they don't want her to.
Sometimes he was pretty blanket statement about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's on the extreme end, because I will say that when speaking to men in general about, oh, why did your last relationship end? Is, oh, she just was unhappy with everything I was doing. I was, rubbing her feet and scratching her ass and laying down her edges.
Have you ever dated a narcissist?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't think that's what they do?
What?
Be screaming at? Like, here's the thing. I feel like I'll give you my situation. You doing dirt. I know you doing dirt. I'm confronting you about the dirt. You telling me I'm crazy. You understand what I'm saying? I love you enough to try to make this work. So I'm going to try to figure out what we could do to fix this. You telling me I'm crazy when I know you doing shit. That is, and then when I'm coming to you about it, I'm nagging. I'm a nag. You understand what I'm saying? I'm disturbing your peace. This shit happens all the time.
Well, there's that in that situation, you're not really disturbing his peace. He's trying to make you feel like you're delusional.
Saying,
but there are also
what's
women.
The percentage of that being the situation is my question.
I don't know how to Google that.
Because I've done plenty of those arguments, but I've never cheated on a woman in my life.
But I will say that then there's also women who when they have issues, they don't know. First of all, they don't know how to talk to men in general. They just don't. And then when they have an issue, they don't know how to present it to a man.
It's not everybody, because I don't disrespect.
I'm not saying it's everybody, but I'm saying there's 50-50. There's sometimes where it's the men is crazy, which is the example that you gave. But then I'm saying that there's also times where it's the woman who just, every time a man comes home, or if a man is trying, you're like, oh, well, why you ain't do this? Or why you ain't do this? And why you ain't do that?
Okay, so that's the definition of a nag. Like, she is a nagging ass bitch, and I understand
You
that.
don't know no women like that?
Of course.
All
what
right.
I'm talking about, when I hear men say, be my peace, bro, I just seen you at the bar with another chick. You understand what I'm saying? So you want her to be your peace, but she know you out here doing stuff that's not right. Cheating is not always the only thing.
I want a woman to be my peace, and again, never cheated in my life.
Right, but cheating is not the only problem in a relationship.
That's what is brought up
I'm
in
giving
what
you
he
my
said
examples.
and what you said as the reason why you can't be the peace.
No, it's not always about cheating. It's other situations. Things that, relationships don't only end about cheating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is I've seen this happen. Like, these guys that know they're not doing right will always scream, oh, she's not my piece. She's nagging, blah, blah, blah. I see it all the time.
So what would you say to the man who's saying, wow, I can't find a woman who is my piece, and he's not doing those things? Like, it's not, he doesn't have any issues.
Well, remember you said about the whole judge of character thing?
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't that apply?
Yeah, it definitely applies to men.
So maybe he's not a good judge of character.
He's definitely not a good. And sometimes when you have like an issue, you attract people with like certain issues or similar issues. And so that could be the trait. So I feel like some of the things he said are true, but then he's also like very extreme, because it can go each way.
Yeah, no, there's definitely nagging ass women. You know what I'm saying? For sure, 100%. But I just know I've seen this type of situation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You want to go to the next, or you want me to take?
I have no idea where we are in this rundown.
What is happening
bro.
right now? Are men intimidated by strong women? Do you think that you're like the way we work all the time, our long hours, just not always being available when they might call, or you might have a client and they want to go to dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Most men are not necessarily intimidated by that, but again, they want a feminine woman.
They're intimidated all day. All day. I think it takes a strong man to be able to handle a strong woman. And I'm not speaking out of my mouth or out of my ass. I'm speaking this from knowledge. It takes a strong man with a strong mind, a strong will to be able to handle a strong woman, a woman. And a lot of times men egos, they're fragile. I think men are some of the most fragile creatures ever that have ever existed. And a lot of men cannot handle a strong woman. And again, it goes back to what Nicole said. I feel like for women, it'll take the right person. It has to be the right person to be able to provide you and feed you with what you need to be able to operate in your femininity.
Have you experienced something like this?
I think I give off masculine vibes because I'm so used to doing a lot. So yeah, I have experienced it.
Like where a guy wants you to like diminish what it is that you do.
I'm not gonna necessarily say in a relationship, but I feel like first impression, and then when they get to know me, it's like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? But first impression, yes.
Yeah, no, this is definitely it's definitely an issue I've had with dating for sure. And even with like networking, or you say like, oh, hey, I met so-and-so. In a relationship, I need my man to trust that even if I'm around like a lot of men or a couple men or one man, that I'm going to still honor him and I'm still going to be respectful of him.
Yeah.
So if you can't accept that, then it's going to be hard. But I have a question. So when we were at Perry Wings, when we were doing our live show, a lot of the men said if their woman was doing better than them, that would feed them to try to go and make more money than her or just as much money as her. And I was just thinking kind of like this morning, even with doing something like this where you might be traveling a lot, but then you have already had kids, but I think about, okay, well, I want to have at least one kid. So, I would love to have a partner who was like maybe not so diligent about like doing something, but maybe more so like, hey, I know that I'm with a woman and like she's gonna get us and our family to the next level. Like I wouldn't mind supporting her in that journey, and no matter what that might
really
be.
Differently. I feel like this was more about a man saying, "I don't want to be judged for wanting a softer woman." Like I understand that there's stronger women out there, but if that's not what I want, that's not what I want, and I don't want to be judged for that or act like I'm less of a man or be treated like that.
Yeah, that's part of the argument too,
and I think that's where they're coming from.
If you don't want a strong woman, like after the date one, you should know like it's not for me. Don't pick me and then expect me to change.
And it's no judgment because everybody's not for everybody.
Relationships
No judgment on my
polarity. That's all it is.
Yeah, I just feel like it's no judgment. If I'm not for you, I'm not for you. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't. People do judge like, oh, he only. No, I mean you can't judge a person for their preference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you know that I'm this way when I meet you, don't expect me to change after that.
Because eventually the real you is gonna come out, and it's gonna be a problem.
Right.
So I don't know. That's a long-lived topic anyway. Like that topic has been the thing since COVID started. You know, when everybody started potting. So. I don't know. Let's move on to the next. How much is too much when parents are involved in your relationship? There's a clip.
I don't want to feel like I'm with a man that feels like he has to put his mother before me. I want there to be boundaries, and I want there to be
There's
respect.
no boundaries when it comes down to my son.
What if that caused him and I to separate? How would that make you feel?
I would hate that his marriage went to that level.
Okay.
But life go on.
When I first watched that video, I just, one thing I always said is that I never want to be that mother-in-law. Because I don't know. Sometimes these mothers be forgetting, like, we women too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't owe you anything. Like, if you disrespectful to me, I'm going to disrespect you back. Like, I think they get a little beside themselves because they feel like, oh, well, if she ain't going to do nothing to me because that's my son. Girl, I don't know. Mother-in-laws,
I ain't fighting the senior citizens.
No, I don't mean physically, but, and you don't even have to be disrespectful. You know how you send them emails? It would behoove you. I don't know. It's just a lot. She there's no boundaries when it comes to your son. Like, he has a whole wife.
Right.
Like, come on.
Right.
That's a lot.
Sounds like you'd be a good mother-in-law.
I've learned the hard way. You understand? Like, when you know something ain't good for your child, you definitely try to speak up on it. But what I had to learn is that he will learn on his own, and he did. So now I just mind my business, you know?
I think now, too, some of the younger men, they don't understand that you're supposed to put your wife above all things. Even your mama.
That's right.
I mean, not above God.
Yeah.
But you are supposed to put your
Yes.
wife above your mom
That
and
is
her
your new
happiness.
household. Yes.
You know, definitely her happiness.
Yes.
And it's like, if you don't want to do that, if your mom is the first thing you want to make happy, then go screw your mama.
I was just about to say
stop coming over here looking at me.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know how I would deal with that. I don't think I could deal with that. And then the crazy thing about it is she has no care in the world. Like, she don't give a damn. Like, well, if you leave, life goes on. Like, why would you even want your son to have to go through that? You know what I'm saying? You know, divorce entails splitting half your shit, you know, temporary custody of the kids, or why would you want your child to go through that?
I think because, especially Black moms, they do so much sacrificing, especially if the father is not in the household, to like just make sure that their son is successful. It's hard, you know, raising a male.
I definitely learned, like, playing football through high school, thinking they're gonna go to the NFL and the whole path changes. I get it, but you still have to like step off. I was just wondering too. I wonder if she's single.
The mom? Oh, I
Yeah.
would guarantee you.
I'm pretty sure she's single, because I don't think her husband would allow her to interfere in her son's relationship as a man. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
Yeah, that's giving like single mother. And yeah, we all put a lot of sacrifice into our children, but that's not their fault.
Right.
We chose to have these kids.
Mm-hmm.
So back the fuck off and let him be a husband.
Yeah, I agree. And I think too, like, young moms need to start instilling that into their child instead of like, oh, you always gonna be a mama's boy. You know, like, nah.
That's what it's given. You're giving mama's boy.
You're giving mama's boy. Those ties have to be cut at some point.
Yeah. And I would leave you because I don't respect you.
Exactly. And if I even noticed that early on in our relationship, I would never marry you.
You know, it's funny. The same situation I told you, I went to the guy's family house. When I first met his mom, she was trying to get me the cold shoulder, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, side eye, barely talking to me or whatever. I'm not going to kiss your ass. I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to go about this day. By the end of the day, me and her was driving to the store together, cool, smoking a joint in the car. Like, you know what I'm saying? I am not going to be anybody but me to please you.
Right.
Period.
No, I think that's the best. I definitely think that's the best way.
Yeah.
To do it.
Well, let's go to our last topic. Why so many divorces? We have a link for that.
This our last one? How much time we got?
I don't know.
Celebrity breakups of 2022.
Yeah, it's
yeah, there's so many.
So many. I don't know. How do you feel about marriage, Chelsea?
So I will say, whatever, I forget what Tia Tamara, whatever her husband was, but he spoke out on recently when he was promoting one of his new shows or movies or whatever. He was like how he loves his wife and his family and stuff. So that's giving he cheated, and she was not.
She said he didn't cheat. I saw that. She said he didn't cheat. I think
the mic.
Oh, sorry. I'm just lounging like I'm at the crib.
It's fully closed.
I just got so comfortable just then. Yes.
Stay comfortable. Fully closed.
I think that what I'm seeing with all her videos that she's posting, like stepping into my new me and blah. I think she wanted to be by herself.
I mean, their youngest daughter is still very young.
But she was with him since Sister. The last couple of seasons.
Yeah, but somebody had to do something. Somebody had.
Not necessarily. Why everything got to be a cheater?
I think if you are just separating, like Cynthia Bailey says, oh, just because, you know, we just decided that we need to move our other ways, you really weren't committed to marriage.
I think he cheated. I think Mike Hill cheated. But No, it wasn't a judgment. I'm on social media.
Previously said,
but I'm on social media, so I've seen certain things that he's done and things that she's like said, like side eye, not coming out and saying it. With them, I watched a video of Tamara. Is it Tamara or Tia?
No idea.
One of them.
Oh, Tia Mowry.
I watched a video when they were being interviewed, and she was trying to talk, and he shut her up multiple times. You know what I'm saying? So maybe she just was over that. Like, you know?
I mean, maybe. Honestly, we'll never know. I mean, I hate to see.
I want to know.
Maybe she should write a book, and she has talked
sure
about
she
writing a
will.
book. I was looking on YouTube, and there was this like old video of a movie that Corey was in with Keke Palmer. And so Keke must have said something during a press interview, and then Tia tweeted something in reference to, but Keke had made a reference to Corey or something like them you dating previously or something like that. And so Tia had tweeted about it. So I think it's interesting too that it's happening at the same time that his career is growing. But he's really not a good actor. Hey, shout out Corey. But
you know, we wasn't the same back then.
I'm not gonna be the same person in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But you know what? His acting is horrible.
Yeah, he's not good, but hence why his career hasn't really, you know, he stays on those little.
Now he's getting, you know what happened with all of these other streaming sites?
He's on Tubi.
Yeah, like, hey, shout out to you, Tubi.
I ain't mad at Tubi though. I ain't mad at Tubi.
Listen, all these other streaming sites are making these like horrible actors, like giving them opportunity. But hey, I'm happy for you, Corey. The glow up and the grow up is coming. But I honestly don't know why Tia left him.
What do you think about marriage?
I think that marriage is a choice.
No. That's not what I'm asking. No. Oh, you mean it's a choice every day to stay in it?
Yeah, it's a choice every day to stay in it. And y'all gonna call him crazy, but Kanye was talking about something on one of the Republican newscasts, and I feel like really media right now.
Did you mean Fox News?
Was it? I don't think it was Fox.
He's been on everything. He's been on Cuomo. He's been on everything.
Or maybe it was a Republican show on Fox, but I don't really remember. I was watching it on YouTube. But I really think the media right now is pushing separation and pushing everything to do with not marriage. I honestly think that.
I'm just so confused. I think I want to move to like Des Moines, Iowa, and just make me a farm and find me
still in
a
the U.S.
Yes.
where the media is pushing divorce.
It's just I'm sad. Like dating makes me sad.
Yo, you would kill it in Des Moines.
You think so?
Are you kidding?
In the cornfields?
I mean,
I could go on farmersonly.com.
Listen, anyone who goes from a major city area
to a small
to the
town,
Midwest.
Yeah. You a hot commodity. Yeah.
I do agree. I love staying in me a little small town.
I like small towns.
Love it.
Me too.
But you don't get the podcast.
Yeah.
You can podcast in the cornfield.
It's not the same.
Listen, I don't know what the media is doing, but I feel like every 5 minutes there's a new divorce. So I don't know what's going on. But I feel like Cynthia, she divorced a man like
I used to
anything.
love so much. Like I was just like the biggest advocate for all things love. Like now I'm just like I'm sad.
It's a choice.
Yeah, but motherfuckers ain't choosing.
We're moving on.
They're not choosing to stay in these relationships.
Clearly they're not. Nobody's loyal anymore.
You think so?
Yeah, I really do think so.
That sucks. That's just sad. I mean, I'm sure it was always like this, but I guess we see it more now because of social media.
And also the fact that outrage media and negative media tends to do better numbers and everything is based off the response of analytics.
Yeah.
Right.
It kind of just is a cycle of representing negativity even though it's disproportionately smaller than it looks.
Maybe just because how it's handled. Like, you know, Mr. Johnny used to have his wife and then he'll have the other family a couple miles away, but everything was taken care of.
Right.
Now it's just broke cheating. You broke cheating.
These celebrities.
Even Stallone just got divorced.
Who?
Stallone.
How long have they been married? 25 years.
That's another question.
Wow. You know what? I think I mentioned this before too. TD Jakes, I was listening to a sermon, And he mentioned that, like, he's like, if I get divorced from my wife and I've been together this long, like, imagine me having to get to know another woman's favorite color.
What a
or
nightmare.
like, I'll be like, oh, hey, you remember this? No, you don't remember that. It gets to a certain age where it's like, can't remember shit else except for the things.
It depends on how long you were in a relationship.
Right.
Like, I'm young as hell, but I was in a relationship for 5 years, and then after that, I literally had to spend like 2 years going, I don't even want to fucking deal with trying to get to know somebody.
That's how I was for a while. I was like that I'm just now getting to the point where, like, I mean, I think since I've been partying with y'all, I think it's been like making me come out of my shell a little bit more, but I definitely was like that.
And then even think about, like, you having to explain your family, or they, you know, people start to understand after a while, like, okay, you crazy because your auntie Janie over there is also crazy. And so who wants to have to go through all of that experience again?
Would you stay in a marriage until your kids got grown and then got divorced?
Yep.
You would? I think I would too, because I'm a child of divorce, and it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I might be fucking a plumber.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we definitely doing our own thing.
As far as like living in the house together, we can do that to save money. So you only gotta, give me the alimony right now.
Really surreptitious. Don't be an asshole about it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like, hide it really well.
I would.
For the sake of the kids.
Really well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that goes hand in hand with.
I think no, people dismiss that these days.
Yeah.
I think cheating is slightly underrated, and cheating totally undiscovered is very underrated.
I don't know. I think people are very shot out with it. I don't know.
Like, people want you to know that they cheated these days.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
here.
there's no, like, I've never ever thought that everybody's loyal. Don't get me wrong when I say how I love and all of that. It's just, it used to be like a level of like, bitch, I don't care if you run into me in the grocery store with my girl, you better act like you don't know me.
You ever been on a date with somebody who was like literally cheating on the date with you?
Probably.
I have.
Probably.
And he thought he saw.
You have. Come on.
He thought he saw someone and was when I tell you, he was sweating.
I have a story about how my last relationship started, but I'll share that with y'all next time.
Well, can you make a note of it?
I'm gonna make a note.
And I was just sitting at the dinner table, just eating my food.
I'm willing to put. Damn, why I keep putting my ass on the fire? I'm gonna put my ass on the fire.
I just told a lot of secrets.
Maybe I need to. I'm full of secrets.
I said I told a lot of secrets.
Maybe it'll help me. Because I mean that last situation affected me deeply. You know what I'm saying? So maybe if I talk about it with y'all, then it'll like be therapy for
Chelsea
me.
and I are competing with your therapist right now.
You guys are getting it out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it the Tito's?
So no, I don't even feel it no more.
No, this is 42 episodes of gold. That's what it is.
No, I after I talk to y'all, I might just fire my therapist. But it's an interesting story. You're gonna want to hear it.
Well, I can't wait. I hope you put it.
But just know I did it to myself. I blame nobody but me.
Well, I think what people will get out of it is, I'm sure there's a lesson.
Yeah, it's definitely multiple lessons.
There's signs that you can tell other people about that they might be able to see.
Have you ever sat outside someone's house for 8 hours?
No.
Okay. I got a story to tell.
Is that the peace story?
Yes, that's the peace story.
Oh, wow. Great.
Yeah, that's the peace story.
Okay. How many more minutes we have? Oh, Kim Kardashian. But they weren't married. They were just dating. I don't care. Oh, really? I can't believe we've been potting for this long.
I know, girl.
I thought we were gonna have like 30 minutes left.
Where? It's 10 o'clock.
Anywho, we want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight for our 1-year anniversary pod. Since we don't have any alcohol, let's cheers our phones.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm going to bring alcohol the next time just so we can re-celebrate.
I'm proud of you guys.
That will be. Thank you, Luke.
And thanks for providing this beautiful space. It's amazing.
You know what you all can do who are watching? Send us $1 for our 1-year
for our anniversary
at the Cash App at $1 on the Chit Chat Live.
That's it.
I've been talking so much today. I'm going hoarse.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Well,
you got anything else to say to the people?
Periwings every third Friday of the month. Social media, Facebook, Instagram. Y'all know the handles.
You can visit our website at thechitchatlive.com. If you want to be on our Periwings VIP list, also go to thechitchatlive.com. Send us some Cash App money. Oh, and then if you are looking for a gift for the holidays for someone, please head over to theonebeautylounge.com and purchase something from my site. You see, this is therapy.
That's how you do it.
And then use the promo code, the Chit Chat Live, so that you can receive 10% off.
All right, guys.
See you same time, same place next week.
Bye.
Oh my God. Oh my God.